Hello, you have tuned into the all-new DeVikeoLive Show, a show that's engaging, entertaining, and exciting. We're super excited as today is the very first show. On today's show, we have a special guest, Maeghan Duckett, Out of the Box, and so much more. So go ahead, sit back, relax, and welcome our host, DeVikeoJ.
What's up, everybody? What's up? Hello, how are you? And how are you? It's a pleasure to be here today. I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in to the all-new DeVikeoLive Show. The fact that you are taking time out to watch this show means so much to me. This show has definitely been in the making for some time now, and we are finally here. This has definitely always been a dream of mine, and I am beyond excited to finally see this thing happen. I do remember years ago when I first wrote the show out, not knowing when I would start, how I would start, or even where I would start. But here we go, years later, and it's finally happening. Now, it definitely wasn't an easy road getting here. I have done many other shows and projects over the past few years. I've done some internet live radio broadcasts, a lot of live shows, and much, much more. But that was only the start of the foundation to get to where I am now. So here we go. It's the DeVikeoLive Show. I'm DeVikeoJ, and it's time to get this thing started. So I do want to ask a question. Have you ever been punished in front of your friends at school, ever? Now, I can't say that I have, or have I? I need to talk to my mom and see what she did. But so check this out. So there's this video going around that went viral extremely quickly where a mom received a call from a child's teacher who was in elementary school. Obviously, the call wasn't what she expected. The mom, along with a person recording the incident, entered Homer Drive Elementary cafeteria, located her child, dragged him outside by the collar, and then this happened. Check out this clip.
We gonna have this problem anymore? No! Because if I gotta come back up here, it's me and you, nigga. It's me and you.
So now, did the mom go too far, or was it just enough? Well, according to law enforcement, they felt it was too much. Well, Child Protective Services did intervene. They separated the child from the mom for the child's safety. Now, they are still waiting on the hearing to take place to figure out the official outcome of this particular situation. But I do hear that there isn't just one child. They took all the children out of the home and separated the mom from all the kids. I don't know how their safety was, but I guess we'll just wait and see. So now I want you to tell me, what do you think? Did the mom go too far, or was it just enough? Go ahead and comment down below and let me know. Okay, so let's talk about Kanye West. A man of rap, now man of gospel, using his talents for the work of the Lord. Kanye was recently at Lakewood Church in Houston, Texas, where the lead pastor is the one and only Joel Osteen. Kanye was invited to perform some of his music at the young adult night, but he did also join them for the morning service. Now check this. The work Kanye West is doing is unlike anything he has done in the past. Something I instantly noticed in seeing him perform is that he is taken out of the spotlight and he's allowing the message in the music to convey and be fully understood. Now, Lakewood is a pretty huge church. I'm talking about over 45,000 seats. Now, they did offer free tickets to the event due to the response. Now, so you did have to go on and register and all that. And all of those tickets, the moment that they put them on the internet, they were reserved in less than 7 minutes. Now, people did take it amongst themselves to try to resell the tickets for up to $500. Now, if those sold or not, that's a question that I'm still waiting to get answered. But I don't really care because I did join in on the service, front row, right in front of my computer, though, in the comfort of my own home. Now, I did notice that the venue was packed from the front to the back. All right, I want to say, Kanye, keep up the good work, because the work that you are doing is changing lives across this nation. Now, check this out. We do have a full show for you today. Of course, we have a very special guest, my friend, the one and only Maeghan Duckett. She's going to be in the house tonight. She's a hardworking realtor who is going to come on, talk to us, and give us some valuable information when it comes down to buying houses and different things like that. And that's who we're going to be chatting with next. All right, welcome back. No, not just kidding. This is just a little commercial break real quick. Are you subscribing to this channel? If not, you need to go ahead and do so. Also, while you're subscribing, get on over there on all of your social media, Facebook, Instagram. Everything is going to be at the DeVikeoLive Show. Get all the updates. You definitely don't want to miss out on anything that we're doing. You never know what we'll be. So go ahead, subscribe, like, share, tell all your friends right now. It's the DeVikeoLive Show. Let's get back into the action. Well, hey guys, welcome back. Right now, it's time to welcome our very special guest to the show. Realtor, mentor, mogul in the making. The list goes on and on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DeVikeoLive Show, the one and only Maeghan Duckett. How are you?
Hello, I am good. Thank you so much for having me. Feels good to finally see you again and reconnect.
I was just about to say that it's been years
It has.
since I last seen Maeghan, and just, let's talk 2015, I believe, to be exact. And that has been about 4 years ago, if you will.
Yes.
And so much has changed.
A lot has changed. I mean, back then you met me and I was, rapping at the time? Doing a talk show and just, in a different space. And now I'm an author, I'm a realtor, I'm a dog mom, and just things have just progressed as I gotten older, and I'm truly loving the change. I'm loving the change.
Change is something that comes hard, just because it's hard to accept a different you. How did you accept that?
So I think, honestly, when I was in the rap industry, what helped me to get out of it was the way I was basically able to accept the change, so to speak. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I will be very honest, and I won't say the rapper's name, but I was approached by a rapper, y'all. I was like 16, and he was like, you want to come in the studio with me? And at the time, I'm like, yes. Like, I want to go to the studio. I'm trying to make music, da-da-da. And he's like, well, you know what you need to do to get on a song with me, don't you? And he was referring to something sexual. And from that day on, I told my mom, I said, I'm ready to get out of this. I don't want to be in this limelight like that anymore. So I transitioned. And then from there, I got into college and started doing a little bit more just with meeting people and interviewing people. And then I kind of ended up in corporate. And I liked the corporate side. And the change was good for me because of the finances.
Right.
So I was able to do those things of buy my first home and buy my dream car. And so that kind of made it easier to accept the change too, because my lifestyle was changing. I couldn't afford that car, that house, if I would have just been doing music or the other ventures I was trying to do that weren't making me a profit.
Right.
And so that's when it shifted my mindset on how to really run a business, how to really create my budget, and then branch out, learn what I need to learn from them, and then move on to entrepreneurship, because I've never been one to be in a cubicle. I just hate the cubicle lifestyle.
9 to 5 every day is definitely not the fun life at all.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that cubicle lifestyle is a killer sometimes.
People think the money's great. But like my great-grandmother always told me, is that you would never get rich working for the man. And that's something that I live by every day.
You have a ceiling. And when I changed my career and realized I'm now in control of the money I can make, I was like, girl, like, why did you even think you wanted this back then?
Not only are you in control of the money, you're also in control of your time.
Yes.
So one thing that I noticed, because, guys, let me tell you, if you haven't, you need to go ahead and follow her on Instagram, because she has like multiple personalities. She has somebody, sometimes I look at her and I'm like, Maeghan, do you really have a job? But let me tell you, and then at the same time, it's like, well, do you ever have any free time? So how do you balance out, because you have an even balance of work, play, fun, and you still kind of keep that woosah, if you will. So how do you handle that?
So I think it comes from my calendar. I've always been type A. So I plan things out, but I also go with the flow at times too. So I may have a day where I'm like, okay, from 6 to 9, I'm not doing nothing. I'm just going to go where the day takes me. But then I know I need to get boom, boom, boom done by the end of the week. So I'm going to set 4 to 5 hours for just admin duties, or 3 hours to show. So I'm really good on time blocking, but also you got to live a little. So when I feel like I'm stressed out or just overworked or I deserve it, I'm like, look, I'm taking some time off. I'm going to go enjoy myself. And then I come back refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready to just hit the ground running, get my work done, do good for my clients and for my business, and work on other things. So I really do utilize that calendar, and just I'm a vibe person. Because if I feel like I'm overworked, I know I need to regroup. When I feel like I'm not doing enough, I know I need to rev it up. And that's kind of how I teeter-totter back and forth by kind of my feelings and then that calendar.
And I think with the corporate lifestyle, that's a bit difficult because even just when I was in corporate, you take one day off, when you come back, it's like a pile of work. Is that something that you go through now as an entrepreneur?
Actually, no, because now I set it up to where my clients are aware when I'm leaving.
Okay.
So I think you get the most work done when you have a vacation coming up. Because you're like, okay, let me top this, let me top this, let me do this, let me do that. And then you're like, boom, you can take that time and enjoy it. And I also have not necessarily a team that works under me, but people that I can call on like, hey, I have a client looking, can you show them houses if I'm out of town? And we partner and tag team. So I'm never really in a predicament where I have to come back and I'm like, oh my God, I got to play catch up. Now with following up for people, yes. But as far as the work with the clients that are active and things that I need to get done, I always do better under pressure. As soon as I got a vacation coming up, I'm up till 2, 3 in the morning. I'm like, okay, I got to get it done. And then I go enjoy. So,
Nice. Now, out of everything that you could have done as far as being an entrepreneur, you could have probably opened a restaurant. You could have probably started a home decorating service, anything. But you decided to go into the real estate world.
Yes.
I know a lot of people who have tried but haven't succeeded. Am I saying that right? They haven't succeeded as far as being a real estate agent or a realtor. How out of all these options that you had, why the real estate world?
Real estate honestly chose me. So quick backstory, when I was in that corporate world, I was trying to figure out what can I do that's going to pay me better and that's going to give me flexibility and that's going to let me be my personal self. Okay. I'm big on professionalism, but I'm a human being and I have a personality. So I felt like I could not be that person in the work environment I was in. So I had just bought a house. And I loved the process of looking at homes. I mean, every time I went into the home, my agent was she was so patient. And every time I was like, this is the one, because it just was so exciting.
Right.
Driving around, looking at new places, looking at the layout, seeing how I can do stuff. And then the negotiation process. I love to negotiate. So I would be in there like, well, we're going to offer this. They come back. So that was kind of like, okay, light bulb. Reached out to her. She told me a little bit about what she did. And I was like, you know what? I can do this. I majored in communications. All realtors do is communicate. If I'm not texting, on a phone call, emailing, showing houses, I'm asleep. All I do is communicate. And that's kind of how I build my business. So it's so funny that I graduated with that degree thinking that, I'm going to use it where I was working before I was as a comm specialist. And now I'm using it 24/7.
Right.
As an entrepreneur. And that's just a blessing. But yeah, the real estate life chose me because I was looking for something different, looking for something with flexibility. And I just kept seeing it, had bought that house, and it was like, boom, okay, connection.
Now, I mean, I can tell that it's just funny. Like I said, I'm just looking at her from years ago and how, when you're trying to find your way and you found it. What services do you offer as a realtor?
So buying services, so anybody looking to buy, rent, or sell. So buying is where you go through, you may be a first-time home buyer, you may want to downsize, but you're actually purchasing a house. That's one. Selling, of course, is if you have a property that you are ready to sell, either you want to move or it's a rental property. I help with people selling. Renters, a lot of agents shy away from renters, and I'm just being transparent because sometimes it does not give you as much compensation, but I've been there, done that. So I welcome renters. I have a great program that's a rent-to-own program that I work with my clients on, as well as traditional rentals, and then mentorship. Since I have been so blessed and God allowed me to enter this journey and do exceptionally well, I now, when people reach out, hey, how did you do it? I offer mentorship as far as just a chat, a meet and greet where we can go over some things, steps on how to become a realtor. Because I can give everybody the water, the juice, whatever, but it doesn't mean they're going to actually lift the cup and drink it.
That part.
And if they do, then great. I'll know that I was an influence to them. And then if they don't, that's okay. But so those are the things: buying, selling, renting, and mentorship.
Now, mentorship, that's really a big thing because a lot of people, once they make it, if you will, they kind of forget where they came from and forget that somebody possibly helped you to get there. Who was that person in your life that helped you to get to where you are?
I had two. One was Melissa Hawkins. That was my personal agent. When I bought my house, she was just so patient. And when I was ready to jump into real estate, any question I had, she was there. Nice. I mean, it didn't matter what time of night it was, nothing. She actually was the one to encourage me to go independent. I was working on a team before. I won't name the team, but I wasn't a fan of the morals or values, but what they did teach me was the process.
Gotcha.
The foundation, how to organize yourself as a realtor, how to write a contract, all that good stuff. So definitely being on that team, showed me how to get my business going. And then my mentor, Melissa, definitely was the one to encourage me to go forth and then kind of dotting my I's and crossing my T's to help me throughout my process as a younger agent. So, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Wait, we're going to take a quick little break right quick, because once we come back, I'm going to be getting into her head just to realize, or just to ask, what's the process of buying a house? Because I know many of you may be out there in the market just don't know where to start. So we're going to be talking to Maeghan about that and much, much more. But we're going to go to the inbox real quick, because we did send out a few emails to ask people, what is your dream home? So let's go ahead and see what emails we got back right now. So I told you guys we went to the email box to see what people wanted for their dream home. And we got Zach, who wants a mansion, a video studio, a gaming room, 20 bedrooms, and 10 baths. Of course, he needs a room for his pet and a workout room that's fully equipped. Lily wants a modern farm home. She wants a game room. She wants a tennis court, 5 bedrooms, 6 baths, indoor pool, and to top it off, she wants a built-in ice cream machine. Now, that's something that I've never seen, but to have a built-in ice cream machine, I think I'll never go hungry. I'll let my kids eat ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and, of course, dinner. Josh, we spoke to him. He wants a ranch-style home, but, of course, 5 bedrooms. Not 1, but 2 gaming rooms, 4 baths, and a movie theater, swimming pool, and to top it off, a candy room. Now, I feel like the candy room should probably be right outside of the theater. You know, you get your candy, go inside of the theater, a little popcorn machine, something like that. Brianna wants a simple, rustic, open-plan, loft-style home. That's actually something that I'm interested in, a loft. And, of course, last but not least, we got Lauren, whose dream home would be a stationary tiny home. But also, she has to have a van home as well. So it's like a 2-for-1. Now, when she wants to stay in town, she'll use her tiny home, which would be stationary. And then, of course, when she gets that bug that she wants to travel, she'll have her van home in order to be able to travel to where she wants to be. So let's hop right back into the interview with Maeghan and DeVikeO. All right, guys, welcome back, Maeghan. So we see what they say about their dream homes.
Okay.
What's your ideal dream home?
So I have just recently fell in love with Pinterest, let me just say.
Okay.
So it has really been opening my eyes to the renovations I can do or the type of house I want. So my dream home is somewhere where I have neighbors, but I got a lot of land too. So maybe 0.4, half an acre, somewhere like that. I see myself in a 3-story home. The bottom level will be a finished basement. I want an entertainment room, a media room, a gym room, storage, a full bath, and a bedroom for guests.
Okay.
Then on the middle level, I want it to be the flow of you walk in the front door, there's your formal dining to the right, an office space to the left with grand windows. I love natural light, so I want big windows, glass doors over there. Come through, you got high ceilings for the living room, stone fireplace, a big beautiful rug, my 2 dogs, then a grand kitchen with an island. I'm so serious, grand kitchen with an island. I want white cabinets with a little bit of gray. I want the speckled granite countertops. I want black stainless steel appliances. I want double ovens, and I want it to look out on like my patio in the backyard. So if I want to open the back door, the dogs and the kids can go outside. Yes. I can be cooking, doing whatever. And then upstairs, I got to have a large master. Okay. Large master and a large master closet. I want one of the closets where I can push a button, the drawers come out, my purses come out and shoot. That's what I want. And then 3 other bedrooms. So I would say a 5-bed, 5-bath, fully finished basement, between 4,000, 5,000 square feet, and a 3-car garage.
Listen, and I thought I had my dream home. Now, I do like the overlooking of the backyard. Mm-hmm. That's something that's my dream home. I think that, and you showed a house that I actually saw. Let me tell you, I watch all your Instagram stories. I'm going to just say that. You showed a house where it was overlooking the backyard, and I believe it was like a guest house in the back. Mm-hmm. I was like, that's my type of kitchen.
That was the Elizabeth house.
That house was freaking gorgeous.
Yes.
Now, I just have one stipulation for my dream home.
Okay.
I always wanted a garage to be separate from the home. However, I do want a little conveyor belt to go from the garage to the kitchen.
Okay.
Because my mom I come from a big family, and she believes in shopping at Sam's Club, Costco's, and all this big stuff.
That's my grandma. She love her some Costco.
Who has to carry all that stuff in the car? And it's me. I just want to be able to sit it on the conveyor belt, just let it just glide right on in there.
That's a
just my
stipulation
laziness.
I never even thought about.
See? That's a dream.
I like that. Yes. And now you got me thinking of another thing. I saw something in the house where they have a laundry chute, and you can drop your clothes down and it'll go straight into the laundry basket.
Now, is that from any part of the house?
It was from a certain loft room.
Okay.
I would prefer it be maybe like a little hidden door in my bathroom in my master, because once I strip down and get in my big old jacuzzi tub or the shower, then I can just drop my clothes to the chute. That part was kind of cool, and then they're already down in the laundry room.
Instead of having to carry a basket. That makes a whole lot of sense.
So that would be another thing I would prefer. Yeah.
But see, what I'm going to be afraid of is if I have kids, I'm a bit of a daredevil.
And then they jump down the chute.
They jump down and they'll follow me, because that's actually something that I would probably want to do. So we'll get right back into this whole interview then.
Okay.
So now, let's just say I want to buy a home.
Okay.
Where do I start?
Your first step is to call your favorite Georgia realtor, me. Bingo, that's all you got to do. I'll take care of the rest. No, but seriously, we would start with a consultation.
Okay.
Just like we're having a conversation now, that's what I pride myself on. I want to know what is truly your dream home. What's your price point? What's your desired style, your desired location? So we talk about all that beforehand.
Okay.
Step 2 is getting pre-approved. A lot of people will hear pre-qualified and pre-approved. They're two different things. A pre-qualification means, okay, you call your lender, you give them your name, your number, what you make a year, your debts, your assets, and that's just based on what you tell them. So let's hope you're telling the truth. Okay. And they immediately put it through something, and they can have your pre-qual in 24 hours. That gives you an amount of what you can buy a house for, estimate.
Okay.
But once you do that pre-approval, which is what I like, you're actually underwritten already before you get your house, before you even go shopping. And that is when they verify your income, they verify your employment, they verify your investments, assets, all that good stuff. Gotcha. And they say you truly are approved for this sales price. So let's say $300,000. You're good to go find a house for up to $300,000. So now we get the green light, and we do my favorite part. House hunting. So we go out. That would be step 3 is our house hunting adventures. We look at all the houses your heart desires. I create a private portal. You'll say, oh, Megan, I want to heart this one, this one, this one, this one. I typically tell people pick 10, and we split it up. So we'll do 5 one day, 5 the next day. And if we need to keep doing it, we'll keep doing it. Or if we find the one the first day, we find the one. From there is the offer process. So sometimes it will be, oh, let's just make an offer. But for me, I like to sit back, review everything, analyze it, do a market analysis. What is sold in this area? Is this a good investment for you? Will you have equity? Is this going to be long-term or short-term? All those different things. So we truly look at the house, because it's not just your dream home. It's a big investment.
Right.
This is a huge purchase, and you want to make the right one. So we look at all that, and I say, hey, this is what I suggest to make your offer. And then we review it. We send it to the sellers. Once everybody agrees, we are what I like to call under contract. That is step 5, where you get dibs to the house. We do our contingencies. You do your inspection, your appraisal. You let your lender finish their stuff. And then we go to closing. And that's pretty much the process. At closing, you'll need your ID, a good writing hand, because you're going to sign a bunch of papers. And then you get the keys to your dream home.
I think this is probably the largest purchase that somebody would make in
oh
their
my
entire
gosh,
life, right?
yes. Unless, you go out and buy a $500,000 car or something, I don't know.
A little Rolls Royce fan.
Something like that. But this is a huge purchase.
You make it sound so simple.
And that's because when you work with me, it is. I mean, but
what would you say is the most tedious part of the entire?
The tedious part is your financing.
Okay.
And let me back up though. I like what you said about me making it sound simple, because it is. People fear the unknown. People think that buying a house or selling a house is this big daunting process.
Right.
The only reason it's daunting is because you're not either well educated, well guided, or well equipped. If you have somebody, which I don't sell houses, I tell people I'm not a salesperson. The house you purchase, you will know it's your house when you walk into it. What I'm here for is to make your life easier, a seamless process to guide you on, is it a good investment, and to be the middleman to navigate your legal contracts and represent you professionally. Gotcha. But the house sells itself. But it's a very simple process. But once you think about it, you're like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. So you automatically assume, oh, this is so hard, or I can't do this, when all it is you need somebody by your side to help you. And it is a very simple process. There will be ups and downs and hiccups with any other thing. but it is not something that is so daunting. And that's another reason I got into it, because at 21, I was scared. And I'm like, can I do this? This is too much, but I was tired of renting. And my agent was the one that smoothed it over. I'm like, this wasn't as hard as I thought. So
how do you talk to a lot of renters? Because it is a lot of people out there renting homes, renting condos, renting apartments. And a lot of people don't even know. Like we were just talking earlier, that the amount that you spend for rent, you can actually be spending less to own your own property. So what would you say is usually the issue and why people go to rent?
So this is what I hear. And I want to say this first testimony-wise. I just had a client close on her home. Shout out to her. I won't say her name, but she bought a house for her and her mom and her grandmother. Such a sweet girl.
Congratulations.
Yes, congrats. And so her mortgage is $850. I'm going to say that again.
And the house?
It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, beautiful home, open floor plan, ranch level. $850 is her mortgage, and that includes her taxes and insurance, her escrow, her mortgage, and everything else that she needs to pay.
And people are living in a 1-bedroom apartment, a studio apartment, and spending $1,250 on top of the insurance and the bills and everything else.
Yes.
So how does she feel now that she got...
She loves it. She loves it. She actually was sending me something. There's a built-in in her hallway where she was decorating it, and she sent me some pictures, and it looks great. But what I say to renters is, I'm not here to sway you.
Okay.
So my question first is, why don't you want to buy? Because I need to understand what concept do they already have in their mind. Because the biggest thing about making a decision, whether it's buying a home or anything, it's how you think.
Right.
So if their thing is, oh, I don't want to be tied down. I don't want, it's too much responsibility. I say, well, why do you think it's so much responsibility? Like, what makes you feel that way? And then I play devil's advocate. Okay. So I'm able to say, oh, you think it's a lot of responsibility or you're tied down, but if you move, it could be a rental property. That's instant income. Or you can turn around and sell it and you get your equity back on it. It's different things you can do depending on what your mindset is and kind of what you're looking for. For some people, if it's their credit, then okay, continue to rent for a minute. Let's send you to a credit repair specialist. Let's get that credit where it needs to be. Let's get you a roadmap, whether that's paying off debt, disputing some collections, whatever. Then we try again. And for some people who are just like, I don't know where to start and I'm renting, okay, now let me lay it all out for you. So it just depends on the client. But to my renters, I say, if you need to rent, rent. But just know that there are other options. There's down payment assistance program. There's grants for teachers. I mean, it's so many different things to be able to get you in a house. There's something called a USDA loan where it's 0% down payment. You will pay no money to get in your house, depending on where you live. I mean, it's so many different options.
And a lot of people don't, guilty as charged. But I don't have time to do the research. And that's why, if you're anybody like me, you definitely want to reach out to
Call
Maeghan.
me.
Give them I'll put it on the screen, but all your social media, everything.
Yeah, my social media is at Move with Maeghan. And y'all, it's spelled a little different. It's MAEGHAN. But when you put in Move with Maeghan or Move with, you should see mine pop up. And then my number is 404-274-5604. You can find all my information there. DeVikeO will put it up for you. But yeah, and any questions you have, like call me, DM me, text me, whatever. Even if you're not ready in the next 2 years or so, and you just have a question, I am here for your free advice, your free expertise, to be your quote-unquote real estate counselor, expert, whatever. And I love to talk, so be prepared too.
Good personality. I can definitely vouch for that. All I can say is once I'm ready to purchase my home, which is going to be in a few years, as a matter of fact, I'm going to be reaching out to the one and only Maeghan.
Yes.
Maeghan, you want to play a game?
Yes.
All right, let's play a game of Design That House.
Ooh.
So we're back, and I have my little makeshift house that I built here.
I love it.
This is going to be Design That House. Now, this is a 2-part game.
Okay.
So I got here on the table, it's rooms that are uncovered. This is going to be a 3-bedroom, 1-bath home.
Okay.
And after you design it, you're only going to have 15 seconds to get these from here to there. And then after you design it, we're going to have you show the home and use some of the correct terminology because just from watching you show, I kind of understood that I've been using some of the incorrect terminology. Like, this is the master bathroom. No, it's an owner's
ensuite or owner's suite.
See, again, I never do. So I'm going to start the timer here in just a second. And then we'll get it going.
And y'all, I don't know what these are, FYI, so I'm about to be trying to be Spider-Man real quick.
I hope that I got all of them, you know what I'm saying? I think that's 3 bedrooms. All right, so 15 seconds. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
On your mark, get set, go! Let's see. So that's going to be bedroom number one. Let's see what we got. Dining room. You got 7 seconds.
Oh, that's the master.
That's the master.
Kitchen.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to stop right there.
My living room fell.
Living room was all in the knowledge, but you know what? No, we got the bathroom right here. So we're going to go ahead and put that up.
Please put my bathroom up. Put my bedroom
up. The bedroom, and last but not least,
my living
we got
room.
The living room.
Yes.
I cannot. She put it, but you know what? She got that master bedroom. So I can tell you what she loves in her home. So I'm going to step out of the way and let's just say that I'm a client and you go ahead and show the home.
All right. So DeVikeO, come on in. We're going to open and walk into the open floor plan kitchen. This is where you can look out, do your fish fry, cook your grits, your shrimp, move on over. You have your first secondary bedroom. A secondary bedroom is an additional bedroom that is not your owner's suite. You got 2 twin beds in here, so this would be great for kids. You can turn this into a guest room, whatever you like. Have another room that you can turn into an office, but another secondary bedroom here to the right. Right downstairs, I love when the master's on the main. You have your master, which is also known as your owner's suite. Your owner's suite is your grand bedroom. Put all your good stuff in there. And of course, this is going to have an ensuite for me if this is my house I'm designing. So we're going to also have an ensuite. An ensuite is your master bathroom, also known as a ensuite or owner suite. Then you got your dining, where everybody's going to grub and eat, and your living room, which can also be called a family room or an additional built-in room. Sometimes people use it as that too. And that is the house, guys.
This is a normal black and white house from 1959. Big round of applause to Maeghan.
Thank you.
So again, this is my little home that Maeghan put together.
Yes.
I know you guys learned a whole lot of terminology. Maeghan, I do want to say thank you so much for joining us. We really enjoyed talking to you.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure this information you've given us today can help out many people, and I can't wait to celebrate those big numbers with your drive and determination. Yes. I know you're going to be at that 5 million soon.
Thank you.
On behalf of myself and the entire DeVikeoLive cast, because I know that you have to get ready for 2020.
I do.
I wanted to get you a little gift and say thank you so much for being not only a guest, but my very first guest.
Thank you.
To get things kicked off.
Yes.
Guys, keep it locked right here. What's up? As you can tell, I'm a little sore throat right now. Not really sore throat, but hosting this show is requiring so much talking. And I have a nice cold bottle of water. Boom, it's gonna be right here. I need you to do me a favor though. I can't drink this water until you subscribe. So go ahead and subscribe now. The moment that you hit that subscribe button, I can take a nice gulp, a nice sip, and be well hydrated for the rest of the show. So I'm just gonna wait for it. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3. What are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe. Okay, you got it? Good. Now let's get back to the show. All things worth doing in life requires a foundation, which is an underlying base or support. Once you establish a firm foundation, then the building process can take place. The foundation you create for your life should be one that would allow you to explore the many possibilities set before you. Success only comes when you believe in yourself without focusing on others around you. Remember, you are the house that needs the foundational support to withstand any disaster, storm, or damage that life may bring. All right, guys, so that's it. It's been the first episode of the all-new DeVikeoLive Show. I thank you so much for tuning in. But I need for you to do something real quick. I need for you to go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can get all of the notifications of every show that I have coming up. Anytime that I post something new, make sure that you guys check it out. We're going to be back in December. We got 2 shows coming up in December. The first one is going to be our ugly sweater show. So you got to make sure you guys check that out. We're going to be talking about Christmas and everything else. And then we, of course, got our New Year's special that's going to be coming up at the end of December as well. So make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to, like I said, subscribe to this channel. All of my social media is going to be at the DeVikeoLive Show. You definitely don't want to miss out on any update that we got. I'm DeVikeO, and we out.